I met Prince Hamdan, but he fooled me, the girl wrote in a comment under our video about the Crown Prince of Dubai. As it turns out, thousands of women around the world who dream of marrying the prince have been writing angry messages online about Sheikh Hamdan's lies. Sheikha Mahra is also implicated in such cases. Deceived men are writing comments about it under her Instagram photos. How is the royal family involved in this international scandal? And why can't this deception still be stopped? Watch the video to the end to find out all of this. Let's get started. Marrying a prince is the dream of many women. And the most desirable of them all is the Crown Prince of Dubai, Hamdan Al-Maktoum. He is fabulously handsome and owns a huge fortune. In his Instagram, Hamdan looks thoughtfully into the distance, hugs horses and camels, plays with children. Well, how not to fall in love? And then one day, an ordinary woman, British Amy Walters, received a message from the prince on Instagram. Amy has always considered herself a very sensible woman. By the age of 40, she was already divorced and had lived in many places on the planet, including Dubai. In one of her Instagram posts, the woman complained that the landlord of the apartment she rented in Dubai was overcharging her rent. Unexpectedly, her post was noticed by a user with the nickname Fazza. As it turned out, the Crown Prince of Dubai, Hamdan Al-Maktoum, was hiding under this nickname. He promised Ms. Walters to mercilessly punish the greedy Emirati who dared to cheat such a beautiful girl like her. Many fans of the prince know that his nickname Fazza translates from Arabic as rushing to the rescue. And when the man offered Amy help, she was overjoyed at the attention. To elaborate on the details, the Crown Prince suggested Amy to switch to Hangouts Messenger. She agreed, after which the man did his best to make Amy fall in love with him. However, it didn't take much effort. The status of a noble prince and one of the richest men in the Middle East did their job. In the end, the young people decided to get married. The prince has vowed that he will travel to the woman's homeland to meet her family and then carry her off in his arms to an oriental fairy tale as his wife. However, in order to get an audience with the Sheikh, Amy needs to obtain a so-called royal certificate. The cost of such a document is only $3,800. This is quite a small fee to become a princess and in the future a queen. Since the Sheikh is a public person, the money had to be transferred to a third-party account at Emirates Islamic Bank. Without thinking twice, Amy made the transfer, but she never received the royal certificate because it allegedly took a long time to process. Moreover, after some time, the prince asked her to make a donation to his charitable foundation, and at that moment the woman suspected deception. She made a call to Prince Hamdan to hear his voice live. Afterwards, she laughed at her own naivety for a long time. The accent of her interlocutor was not Arabic at all, but distinctly Nigerian. To protect other women, Amy told her story to British newspapers. As you may have guessed, Amy Walters has fallen for a scam. Such scams are so numerous today that they even have a special name on the internet: Fazza scam. By the way, the scammers pretend to be not only Arab princes but also princesses. In social networks they present themselves as Sheikha Mahra Al-Maktoum, the daughter of the ruler of Dubai, Sheikh Mohammed. The fraud scheme is almost the same as in the Fazza scam. The fake princess starts a correspondence with a man, pretends to admire him, and expresses an irresistible desire to marry him. Then circumstances are invented because of which it is better to conclude the marriage in absentia. A man is asked to pay for the marriage certificate because the princess is oppressed by her strict daddy, the ruler of Dubai. He does not give her any money at all. However, once married, the princess will supposedly have access to millions of dollars to spend with her husband. A Bangladeshi man was caught in a similar fraud. He paid for a fake certificate of marriage with Princess Mahra $5,800. And sometime later, the real Sheikha Mahra married Sheikh Mahra Al-Maktoum. After that, the cheated man posted on his Instagram a romantic correspondence with the princess. Under almost every Instagram post of Princess Mahra, he writes comments about how beautiful she is and that he is Mahra's legal and only husband. The man blindly believes that he was chatting with the real Mahra and doesn't even react to the ridicule of other commenters. Apparently, there are many men fooled in this way, but they don't advertise it to hide their disgrace. As it turned out, the number of people deceived by false princes and princesses is in the thousands and possibly tens of thousands. Moreover, lost British Amy almost $4,000 may seem like a trifle against the background of some scams. For example, 30-year-old beauty from Moscow Yuliana sent $11,000 to scammers, and a woman from Austria lost about $450,000. Scammers said that her fiancé Prince Hamdan imprisoned by his father for his love for the Austrian. The impressive sum was allegedly needed for his release, and no matter how strange it was, the woman didn't hesitate to send almost $500,000 to save the false prince. There is another scenario of deception, more sophisticated. The real Prince Hamdan is known for his charity work. The fake heirs to the throne take advantage of this to test women on their generosity. After the wedding is arranged, the bride is asked to donate a large sum of money to a charity. The Sheikh allegedly wants to make sure that his beloved has a good heart like his. In an effort to show herself magnanimous, the girl transfers several $1,000s, let's say to save hungry children. After that, the false fiancé, as a rule, disappears and starts looking for the next victim. The Prince Hamdan's personal fortune is estimated by Forbes magazine at $6 billion. Such a rich man will certainly not beg money from women. In fact, many women are not even aware of this type of fraud. If you Google the phrase fazza scam, you will find many articles about it. There are many stories of women on different forums about how Prince Hamdan wrote to them on social networks. Deceived women have compiled a petition, Stop Fazza Scam, in which they demand effective and urgent measures against scammers. By the way, if you have become a victim of scammers or just want to support the petition, we have left a link to it in the description of the video. Of course, a real prince or princess will never look for a bride or groom on the internet. In this case, they themselves run the risk of running into dark personalities who will not only pull money out of them, but also ruin their reputation. And the choice of couples for royal offspring is truly huge even without the help of the World Wide Web. Moreover, we are talking about aristocrats with whom they can conclude a dynastic marriage. Of course, there are rare exceptions. For example, some of the Dubai rulers' wives, including Sheikha Mahra's mother Zoe Grigorakos. However, if someone you know falls for a prince with a Nigerian accent, try to dispel the deception. A good option would be if you send the potential victim this video. Has Prince Hamdan or Sheikha Mahra ever written to you on social media? Would you have known right away that something was wrong here? Share in the comments. Subscribe to our channel, give us a like. See you soon.